more volatility yesterday. Wall Street ended up closing higher. Europe opening lower today. Why is everyone so nervous, given that we have the most transparent Fed ever, and this is the most well-flagged move that I can recall?
Well, I think the market's just not quite sure what to expect, and I think the Fed is actually being incredibly clever here. What they're doing is weaning the market off its dependency for QE, and getting it used to the notion that the Fed aren't always going to be there. But I believe that the Fed will be there until 2014. So they're just getting the market prepared. But while this happens, any mention causes massive volatility.
So it sounds like the market isn't that well prepared then, if every sort of twist and turn it seems to be up 1%, down 2%?
Well, I think it's just getting used to the new world order. We've been in a situation where the Fed has backstopped the market for such a long time now, and it's really has driven economic growth. I think the market is preparing itself to say, look, is this US economy strong enough to support the equity levels in this massive rally we've seen? And I think ultimately the Fed will only step away when it is strong enough, but it's just getting used to this new world.
And on that point, I mean, we keep hearing that stocks are cheap, okay, valuations are cheap. Yet if the market tanks 2-3% at the merest hint of tapering, that evidently isn't the case.
Well, I think I actually agree stocks are reasonably priced. I think the problem is the real economy in the US and China doing well enough to carry on growing? And I think the US housing economy is going to be driving the US economy forward, along with cheap energy. So I think there is a great opportunity to buy stocks here, but there are going to be increased volatility over the coming weeks.
But if growth isn't strong enough to maintain the markets, then stocks, by definition, can't be as cheap as we're led to believe.
Yeah, I don't think at the moment growth is strong enough, but at the moment the Fed are still there. I think the Fed will only step away when they're completely certain that growth is strong enough. Otherwise, it's a no-win for Bernanke. He would step away and the economy would go into recession, and I don't think he's going to do that.
Okay, we've had some headlines today from European Central Bank President Mario Draghi. He seems to be keeping all options on the table, seems to be maintaining a flexible stance. How will what the Fed does tomorrow affect what the ECB does in the weeks and months ahead?
Well, I think the ECB is hoping that the Fed carry on with QE and signal that they're going to be there for a bit longer. The ECB have actually done nothing in this crisis. All they've done is promise that there is an OMT program and a backstop behind the economy should they really get into trouble. But actually, they've done nothing. So I think if the Fed step back tomorrow, the Fed might actually have to. The ECB might actually have to step up and do some form of monetary policy.